What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Kevin and Shawn show.
That's both of our names. And we're going to talk about some Mac PC stuff and some Apex Legends. Let's get into it.
All right, we're back. Like we said at the top of the show, Apple had an event this week. Did you watch it?
I did. I really liked this event, by the way. So last week we talked about the PlayStation 5 event. Was it last week or 2 weeks ago?
It might have been 2 weeks ago.
I
don't know.
A few weeks before that, the Xbox event happened. And now we have the Apple event, right? And I don't like to do this, but Apple's event was the best of all three. I know it's completely different. I know it's not a gaming thing, but the production value of this event was insane. So, like E3 and like, Days of Play for PlayStation, you would technically have a lot of people there and like have an event on stage and talk about it, right? Apple does the same thing. They've done it for years. They kind of revolutionized it, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
So then amidst COVID, obviously you can't have a ton of people in a theater. So then they shot it like it was like a movie or like an infomercial or something. Like
It was like a tour of campus.
Yeah, it was sick. I liked that a lot because like it's not just talking head. It's not like just maybe filming it on stage as if there were people there, just no one was clapping. But it felt like, hey, we made this for you guys. We're sorry you can't be here, but we still want to give you something nice. And as a consumer of the product, they did the best of all three of those examples.
Yeah, it was exciting. I didn't watch it live, but I was keeping up with like the live tweets.
Yeah, I didn't watch it live either. I watched the repeat of it because everyone was like, this production value was really nice. And
It's Apple. They go all out for everything.
Yeah, but like
Android's event is a press release.
No, I know. Samsung tries to emulate it and they can never do it right. But it's like, I don't know, it felt good to watch. It was like satisfying to watch.
Yeah, I started watching the beginning and then something else came on. I think I was watching something
it's long. It's long. It's very technical. As far as like the updates, like what do you think of them?
I think iOS 14 is nice.
Yeah.
I think it looks really smooth. Granted, all these Android people are going to be like, we've had these features for 10 years.
Actually,
good for you.
MacOS in like 2005 or 3 introduced widgets before they were on Android phones.
Really?
Yep. It was the dashboard feature, which I think is still a thing. You can use it on your PC, on your Mac laptop or whatever you're using, and they had like the weather, they had like a stock market ticker. There's this widget where they would tell you what's on TV tonight, so you can like look up TV guide. All of that existed before smartphones, so technically Apple was the one who still created widgets. Then Android just took it and put it on their UI, and iPhone just never did. They didn't need to. But
no, because they revolutionized, not revolutionized, but
their draw was we are the good smartphone at the time.
And it was easy to use and it wasn't complicated because like Androids get kind of complicated.
Yeah.
With all that kind of...
I mean, just kind of like a PC would, right? Like, there's open source, so you can have way more customization with it. But with that comes a skill gap, comes a knowledge gap of like, I don't know, I'm getting myself into, Also, Apple is just an aesthetic product. Like, it's their brand.
They always thought, widgets to me are still kind of clunky. Unlike Android and stuff, like here's like your big weather widget and here's a stock widget. It just looks kind of messy.
Yeah, I don't like it that much.
But, Apple is an aesthetic thing and it looks really clean. It looks really clean. So I'm pumped for that.
I think
the new macOS is going to be nice.
Yeah.
It looks very like iOS, iPad-y.
Yeah.
iPad OS.
I think it's going to...
So it's good for like consistency.
That's what I was going to say.
Because it is weird because like the iPhone looks like an iPad and then the MacBooks and the Macs and all that stuff, they look so different.
Yeah.
Which I get it. It's, a handheld.
Well, like the docking thing on all of the devices really, but on the Mac looks the most dated.
Yeah, which they're still doing.
Which there was a big update to it with with Mojave. No, it was before that. It was Sierra, I think.
Yeah, probably High Sierra.
It was like when these new MacBooks came out. the new gen, like 2016.
Wait, these ones?
Yeah,
Oh,
when in 2016 when this one came out, whatever software was on that is what the new updated dock looked like. And even then, it was like fresh, but it was like 2016. So it's time. Is what I'm trying to say. That was like 5 years ago now that was happening. And so the new dock looks pretty clean to me. The apps look more like apps, which I think is kind of cool because Apple kind of revolutionized apps in how accessible they are and how easy they are to make. So
and there's like widgets and stuff like on the home screen now, which is kind of cool.
Yep.
So I don't know. It looks nice. I think it's called Big Sur.
Big Sur,
which I think is funny.
Yep.
I don't know why. They released it and I was like, Big Sur.
Yeah.
It's kind of goofy. But no, honestly, man, and like the new processors that they're putting in their own Macs and stuff like that, I think is interesting.
Yeah, I think it's bold.
I know people have been asking for it for a while.
I know. The thing that I get nervous about with this is the not Apple made products. So like Adobe, for example, which notoriously runs worse on a Mac, is it going to be even more worse? I think they try to use some Adobe and Microsoft stuff as examples on their new processor, but like I'm not sold on it still because the way that those systems work and work for us in our like as creators in our things, like they're just not made to go through a system that's not designed for it.
No, I mean a week ago I had to upload the podcast and it took forever. It took an hour and a half to export.
Yep. And it's because of the Mac buffers
It's horrible.
in this. And as much as like I'm still a big fan of like the UI of macOS and like the
It's clean.
it's clean,
doesn't
it's
look
easy,
clunky.
it's reliable. The hardware does last a while. Like usually you're able to get at least a good 4 years on your Mac before like it starts showing signs of age, I guess. Whereas a PC, most of the PCs I've owned, it only lasted like a year or two. Maybe it's I'm not picking out the right PCs, but like they don't last. And all my friends who have PCs have problems and all these different things. So anyway, that kind of brings us to another point. So Shawn and I are big gamers.
Little G boys.
And I think we might be taking a step in a new direction with gaming.
Maybe. But we've been throwing around the idea of buying PCs.
Yep.
And getting a little more serious with our gaming,
Yeah, well, it's for me, it's not getting more serious. It's just having a consistent system that's not in my living room where my fiance has to watch me play Apex.
Right. No, I definitely want to have like a dedicated space just to play in games.
Also, as far as like the Coming to Shawn show stuff goes, like streaming or like joint YouTube video stuff or whatever, like, gameplay, any of it really, even editing these podcasts, editing the episodes, more graphics, just having a machine that's going to be a workhorse, right? It's kind of really the idea behind it.
It's just very daunting to look at.
Well, it's like the Android thing I just used a few minutes ago. It's open source. There's a lot of moving parts to it. Building a PC isn't easy. You have to know what stuff to get. So we've been consulting with my brother Kyle. He is a big PC guy. He's built computers over the last few years. He's going to school for computer engineering, computer science, and he's definitely a good resource for it. So we gotta hook up. We gotta align in, if you will.
We definitely have to hook up with your brother.
Yeah. I'm excited though. He's really excited about it.
Yeah.
He's been calling for us to do this for years.
I know. It's just one of those things I never thought I would be able to like do. Like, I don't know. I never thought I'd have like a reason to jump ship.
Yeah.
I thought we were even jumping ship.
No, because I still think the laptops, the MacBooks have a place, and I think like recording this podcast is part of the place, right? Like we're sitting down here, they're clean, they're easy to use, they record the podcast. But as far as like gaming goes, this is a different debate. But if the PS5, we're probably still going to get those. But if they're $600 at launch or whatever, or if they're $800 at launch, do I want to put $800 into a PC or PlayStation 5 when I know that summer PlayStation 5 is going to be $350?
No, it's not. You think if it comes out at $800, it's going to drop over 50% of
I was more
price?
so talking about like if it comes out at 5 or 6.
I don't think it's going to be above 5.
Really? I think it's gonna be at least $550 or $6.
I can't think it will.
I think the one without the disc reader will be significantly less though too.
Yeah,
I think it'll be at least $100 cheaper to get it without the disc.
it's tempting.
Yeah, I mean, so I was thinking about this. This is off topic, but this is something interesting though. So if you don't get the disc reader, how do you watch your movies that you
don't.
own? That's the only reason for me right now to get the disc reader. I don't really care about having the physical copy games that right now much anymore.
I haven't bought one in a while.
Haven't bought one in a while. They're not. It doesn't look like. I mean, Star Wars Squadrons maybe. Like, I don't know. Like, what Star Wars game is going to come out? And don't they come with a digital code anyway if you buy the physical copy or no?
Nope.
So, I just don't. I don't. To me, like, there's not anything like this Spider-Man game. I'm excited for obviously, but like, I don't need the physical copy of that.
I think the need of a physical copy is kind of fading.
Yeah,
It's kind of fleeing.
and we were grasping onto that still at the end. But even now, it just doesn't make a ton of sense. Like, and having these discs, I hate putting a disc in.
No, it's a pain in the ass. I'd love being able to just like close an application and just open something else up
Yep,
instead of having to flop stuff in there.
yep.
It's just dated, and like the whole idea of like going to midnight launches and getting the game and having to come back and download it, or you can just
I
have it
miss it.
pre-downloaded.
I miss it.
I miss it too, but it's just not practical anymore.
Yeah, well, it costs a lot more money, and for them to do it, to produce it, and stuff like that. I hate though. My biggest pet peeve about gaming is mainly on consoles. They do this is if it's $60 for the physical copy, and it's $60 for the digital copy. Where the physical copy costs them money to make, and they don't sell them too. Like, so then they sit there.
But I mean, how long is it gonna? How much money does it cost to make a disc in a case? Like $5?
I mean, it's still money though.
No, I get it. That's
But-
why they push digital stuff and they have those digital sales, and then
Yeah, well, they probably manufacture a lot less physical copies than they used to. But
100%.
anyway, PC might be moving over to it. Mac updates, to me though, I don't know. Kind of swing back to that. It was cool, but the software events never get me super hype.
I just want to do iPhone.
The coolest thing I think is going to happen is the Apple Car keys.
Yeah, it is pretty wild.
It's pretty wild. If I could get rid of my car keys, I'd be super happy. I was just doing home keys, but like if I could leave my home keys like in my car, and then not have to take my keys into work or something like that.
But imagine if you had like a keypad lock on your like house door
Yeah, that works with your iPhone.
or something. I'm sure they have something like that.
They're probably gonna make something like that. And
It is crazy though, because like a cell phone is now like it's a phone, it's a camera, it's a credit card,
it's your ID.
it's your ID, it's a all
car
this
keys
stuff.
now.
It's car keys. Like what else do you need?
Yeah.
You could literally leave the house
With just your phone.
with just your phone.
Yep. There's been times where I've lost my wallet or like left my wallet somewhere, and I just have my phone. I just Apple Pay it or something.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, it's pretty hype. Like I said, don't get super excited about software events, but I think it's innovative enough to kind of push the dial. I think as we move forward the next few years, the dial's gonna only like tick just a little bit.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be these big, massive.
Everything's gonna
things.
be incremental now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the cameras are really good, the processing's really good, the battery's really good. It's like, how much more can you possibly do?
Yep.
48-hour battery lives.
Yep. Yep.
Like that day's gonna be crazy, but I'm not expecting it.
Which phone do you have?
This is what, the 10
Oh, it's a 10R.
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 Yeah, that's right.
I thought you had 11 for some reason.
No, but that's like what excites me about like the software events. It's like what's going to be in the software of the next generation of products.
Yep.
So it's
Yep.
kind of like a fun tease.
It is kind of fun tease.
So we'll be getting like the 12 because I'm due for an upgrade around that time.
Yeah. I don't know if I have the 11 Pro. I can get a yearly upgrade. I don't know if I'm going to do it or not.
Well, funny story. My dad just dunked his phone in the lake the other day.
Nice.
So he's been looking to get a new one
Yeah.
because they sent him a refurbished one from his insurance. That's a mess, dude. Talk about a mess.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah.
When he got insurance, they said, yeah, we'll give you like a model year newer. Well, if your phone is still being made, we'll give you a brand new version of your phone.
Yeah.
Or you'll get the model year newer.
Yep.
So at the time, I think he would get like a 7
Okay.
or a 7 Plus or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if they even still make those. It's been 4 years.
I don't think they do. I think they just stopped the 8s. Stopped making the 8s like when they came out the 11s.
So they might still have like some stock. So they probably send him
Yeah.
like an 8.
Yep.
They sent him a refurbished SE.
No way.
And he said, yeah, when you get insurance, it says you can get a refurbished phone.
And he wanted that.
He goes, excuse me?
Okay, he
He's
didn't
like,
want that.
No, he hated it. He was pissed.
Yeah. Jeez.
So
Phone companies, dude, like, I mean, ultimately, I don't like phone companies. I really don't like having the newest phone anymore. Like, it's something for me, it's just not. I want something that's going to work. For me, it's utility now. I work off my phone. And it's just got to work. And that's why I went with the 11 Pro, because it's probably the most, in my opinion, the most reliable phone on the market. However, they're stupid expensive. So, yeah, it's super frustrating. Phones cost a lot of money. But
what a scam this insurance is.
There's nothing good about it. There's really nothing good about owning and being in a phone plan and having insurance on it and all these different things. Also, the amount that having an SC is also
it has to. It came out in 2016.
Because
I looked it up.
It does make sense to upgrade your phone, like
Not
economically. What?
Not to him.
Well, I know that, and I've talked to the guys at Verizon about this too a little bit. Like the older generations,
The boomers that go in there.
they don't get why upgrading your phone when it costs you the same amount of money. For example, I pay like $40 a month for my phone. It's a lot of money. I don't like paying that much money for my phone, but that's how much I pay for my phone. The new one comes out. I can either continue to pay $40 a month on my phone or pay $40 a month for the new phone.
Right. He doesn't understand that. But his phone is paid off.
Okay,
So he doesn't pay for the phone.
So your phone's paid off. It's not good. Mine's a utility. It needs to be top of the line. It needs to be working until it doesn't, right? But usually the new software is what slows down and fucks the whole thing up.
Yep.
So anyway,
I don't know, man.
Silver Fox, man.
Get a new phone.
Yeah.
Please.
I don't want to say it, but
Please.
yeah.
It doesn't work.
I know.
You'll be like, yeah, I can't click the hold button.
Also, Verizon kind of screwed him over.
Oh, 100%.
But okay, all right. We should go to the break. See you in a second.
All right, welcome back. Before we get into this second segment, we just want to give a shout out again to Brendan Doyle, the first and only supporter that we have. Supporting the podcast is really easy. You can go right to the Anchor profile. It should be in the description of this episode. And you can go in there and you can, pledge like 99 cents or you can pledge $20 a month.
There's a few different options for how much you can spend, whatever whatever works for you guys. Really, we just want to keep creating stuff for you guys. We're not doing this to get rich, but it does help us kind of keep the motivation going. When we saw Brennan do that, we got stoked. I was hype.
It was hype.
I was hype.
And we're not here begging for your money. We're not.
No.
We're not, little sluts for 99 cents a month supporters. But it's just kind of like I see what you're doing. I respect what you're doing. And
we want to give it back to you guys, honestly. Yeah. So, we appreciate everything you've done so far. And if you don't have $1 a month,
maybe in the means of stickers.
Well, merch is probably going to come in the next 6 months.
Yeah.
You heard it here first, episode 21.
Well, or if you support, there could be tiers, right? You get 99 cents, maybe you get a sticker.
Or maybe we make a Patreon account, Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, if you don't have money to support, just like the episode on YouTube, subscribe to the channel.
Shoot me a text, say, yo, I watched it. I listened to it.
I don't care if you text me.
It.
Don't text me. Don't text me. Oh, you can text me. That's fine. Text me. But if you just like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, I would give you a hug.
During this time of COVID?
I'd risk it.
You'd risk COVID for a hug?
I don't know. Caleb?
You don't want to hug Caleb.
No.
He's going to sell you vitamins. Anyway, moving on.
He's going to be like, damn, you got fat. All right. Yeah, so second topic of the day today in the entertainment episode of the Kevin and Shawn Show, we're going to talk about Apex and some Warzone Zone.
All right, that's all the time we have for the Kevin and Shawn Show, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for listening. No, we got our first dub playing with Keller the other day.
What up? Jake Keller, man.
That was fun.
Great teammate, Jake Keller in Apex Legends.
He's getting good really fast.
Yeah. I like this squad that we have with Jake. I really do.
You're losing your voice. You can take a break. Take a breath.
I really, really, really like it. Really. And I don't know why it is. I think it's just that that fresh IQ to the game makes us play a little different.
We never played with a full squad. We rarely play with 3 people.
Yeah, but
And it's 3 people
and
working as one.
Wow,
so it's kind of crazy.
Wow. But it's just a good feeling, man. It's a good feeling. And he's picking up quick. He's getting it. What do you run? I'm forgetting who he ran.
I think he was running Bloodhound. Yeah, he was.
Oh yeah.
Bloodhound's a good teammate to have.
It is. In the
Pre-patch.
Now
he might be bottom tier. Not bottom tier.
I think he's bottom tier.
Bloodhound might be a little bit lower.
Maybe.
Because Lifeline is kind of OP right now.
Lifeline is pretty sweet. So I want to talk about this real quick, and we'll talk about Warzone and Steven also being a great teammate. But so Apex Legends had a huge update this last week. They did a lot of character changes. And one of the things with Lifeline, it's being super controversial. And there wasn't a lot of Lifeline mains to begin with, but Lifeline mains are pretty split right now in this change.
Her win percentage was really low.
Yep. But the thing about Lifeline, I'm a Lifeline main, if you guys didn't know that. I like Lifeline. I don't know why I play well with her, though.
I feel like you're a support character. You're not an attacker. You're not an aggressive attacker.
I think I play more aggressive with Lifeline, though, than I do with other characters, though.
Which doesn't make any sense.
I know. Anyway, I gotta change up what I'm doing. I like Lifeline. I like being the medic guy, though. I like being that role player. I'd rather be a role player than just be the guy
I'm not
who
disagreeing with you.
then just steals all the kills. So, I'm a big kill guy. Anyway, Lifeline, the big changes that happened is that her medical drone now can res people. That's like the biggest one.
Which is pretty high. We've been calling for that for a while.
The trade-off to that, though, was that her fast heals are gone. And people are pissed. Because when you're in a sweaty fight, the advantage to Lifeline was that you had a faster heal. It wasn't like crazy much.
It's like 25% faster or something. It wasn't anything crazy.
I notice it, though. When I play other characters, like it does feel a lot longer.
Well,
However,
about 25% longer, yeah.
However, all the other characters have escape moves. So that's why she had that buff of like being 25% faster at healing. She doesn't have an escape move. So you get in a fight, you're really close, you need to heal. You now have the same disadvantage as every other character, and they can escape and you can't.
I mean, what characters can escape? Wraith? Loma?
Octane?
That's about it.
I mean, Bloodhound.
How's he gonna escape?
I guess Bloodhound might not. But Bangalore can escape.
Yeah.
Octane can escape.
Kind of.
Mirage, big buff, can escape.
To an extent, I've tried that and I got shot right in the face.
I don't know, man. He duped me last night pretty good.
Yeah, he did.
And then Pathfinder always been able to escape. Like all these characters have an escape move, maybe besides Bloodhound.
Gibraltar.
Dome.
Who's Gibraltar running away from?
They can throw the dome.
What if you don't have a dome?
Well, then you fucked up. I don't know. What if you don't have a stim to like run away fast? Like, I guess maybe Crypto doesn't really have one.
Caustic
could throw a gas thing down in your face. Like, get out. You know how many times I've been going up in a Caustic's face and then he just throws one of those things at me? I hate it. That makes me so mad.
Then you go like this.
Around it? Well, it's like in a tight like room.
What if it's not, Kevin?
Well, then, whatever. Whatever.
This conversation.
So, Lifeline, though, the fast heal thing doesn't piss me off as much as it does other people. Other people are pissed, dude. They think it's a nerf. They don't think it's a buff. I watched a few videos this morning about it. People are not happy about it.
I think it's fine. I never really even noticed it.
If you can pull off a double res, like, so Apex to me, how I like to play the game is it's 3v3, obviously, but it's a damage game, right? So if you have 3 guys with purple shields going against 3 guys with white shields, you have an advantage because you have to do less damage to the other team.
Correct.
So you're going to kill them faster. But
Absolutely.
But if you can double res, you could potentially triple your damage that you have available. It's like
double res. Explain that to me.
So if I drop my drone and then go res,
can you double res like that?
You can double res. I did it yesterday. You throw a drone down. He's resin.
The drone resin.
Drone is resin. It's Doc. I don't know. Maybe it's a boy, maybe it's a girl. I guess I didn't mean to assume it's gender. Drone rezzing.
Okay.
You run over to your down teammate, and you can then res them like normal.
Is there a shield when you do that?
No.
Wow.
It's just a normal res. So then you triple your damage that you have available to take as a team.
Sure.
That's huge. That's a meta game. Like that's your final circle, right?
Yeah.
Your two teammates are down. There's one team left. You have to get everybody up, and you have a lifeline. You do it in half the time.
Yeah, but how many opportunities are you in that?
A lot.
I don't know about that. I think I like the lifeline buff. I think it's a good buff, only because it makes her like shield when she reses a little more viable.
Well, you can use that
as
to
cover
fight against. Yeah. Care package thing is stupid. I wanted them.
I love it.
I wanted to get rid of the care package. There was a rumor they were going to get rid of the care package.
That's the huge draw to lifeline. You get free loot.
So there was a thing.
Why would you get rid of that? It's good.
I know.
You either get a blue or a purple shield guaranteed every time.
People, no, you don't.
That's what it said.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't know. I like the more loot thing, but I would have liked to see them change the ultimate just to see what they would have done. I mean, some theories were going out there about her ultimate being the drone in some capacity of like it can res and heal and have a shield, but then her passive is like super fast heals, like just ripping heals, like having a backpack ripping heals kind of thing. Or shield, whatever one that.
No, yeah, that got taken out. I know what you mean.
Yeah. Which used to be the meta too, by the way. If you had lifeline and you give her that stuff, it would res your teammates a lot faster, and she would just rip shields in a second, which was super fun. But no one ever gave me backpacks or shields. Anyway,
who's gonna give the yoinker all
I'm
the
not
good loot?
Yoinker, dude. These random randos are yoinkers.
I'll be like, I'll get a squad wipe. This man be looting my gold shields and gold and purple shields while I'm sitting there with
I don't
wife.
do that. I don't do that. But anyway, don't want to dwell on this too long.
No, I think all the buffs and nerfs. I do not like the Wraith nerf.
Yeah.
Not a fan.
Yeah.
Her like get out of jail free card is like double slow.
Mm-hmm.
Pain in the ass.
Yeah.
But you do run faster once you're in it, which is nice.
Yeah.
But Octane got a little buff.
A little buff.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be cool, and I've had people share this thought with me. But what if you res somebody as Octane? You shove your little stim crack thing in there, so your guy can like escape.
Like run fast.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
I think it'd
temporarily.
be cool. I think it'd be cool.
So you can run out of danger, heal up, and come back.
I thought it'd be kind of cool if Bangalore would do that. You know how she like sprints away from like bullets, which is a weird thing to have.
It's a weird superpower to have.
But like, I don't know if she could like transfer that, like when you res from.
That's what
Bangalore.
I'm saying. With Octane, it'd be an easy animation to animate. You like flick it around.
Yep. Yeah. No, I like.
And like Octane might run for like 15 seconds fast. Maybe you get 5.
You get 5
or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it. So switching over to Warzone real quick. Played with Steve the last few nights. Steven, man, great teammate in Warzone. Giving us a little fresh perspective on where to drop too, by the way.
He's giving us some new ideas because I'm a big airport dropper.
Yeah, but also like his game style. Like the first time I was playing with him, he was like, yeah, I don't always buy loadout drops because it's just a lot of money and I could buy other things with it. I was like, oh my gosh, I've never even thought to do that. Like typically I'm like loadout. I need a loadout because I can never play with any of these other guns. I need a loadout. But then I don't have any shields. I don't have a self res. I don't have a UAV, so I know no one's at. All these different things that like aren't as important maybe as a loadout, which is why it's so much money. But like then you keep more money. You have more money on your person. So if your teammate dies, res them. You just buy him back. Or I mean, there's just so many different things to think about. $10,000 is so much money. When the floor loot, in my opinion, is playable. Playable. I'm not saying late game. By like 20 squads left, you need a loadout. By 20 squads left, you need a loadout. But
I'm a fan of not getting one off the rip and like surviving until like I'm 30 seconds left in the first circle when one just drops, and then pushing that.
Yeah.
That's what I like to do. But
I
if I
agree.
get a lot of money right off the rip, I'm buying a loadout.
Yeah.
The Grau and M4 are too OP. If I run into somebody with a loadout off the rip, I'm dying every single time.
Yeah, but what's the odds of that though?
Pretty high.
I don't know.
I run into people with loadouts quick all the time.
Yeah.
Or I'll get sniped. And like to me, a self-res is nice, but it's if I have enough money for it, I'll get it.
Yeah.
But I don't need it.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to win any fight with a foul
I just think changing your mindset.
and an MP7.
I think for me, changing my mindset from like I need 10 grand right now, like because that's literally what I think. When I'm thinking about looting, I'm thinking I need $10,000 right now, and if I see a team, like I can't push them because I don't have my loadout. I don't like that. It's like I've been playing a lot better in Warzone, being more aggressive with guns that are not my loadout.
I mean, I get aggressive because I know they have money.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like not getting their money. I'm talking about just because I'm better with the gun. My repertoire of guns that I'm using is bigger now. So like
You're a big fan of the PP.
if I get a PP, I want to make a Warzone class with a PP in it almost.
Don't do it.
But like
MP5 is still better.
that's where like I'm sitting there like and we call it for a loadout. I'm like I like the guns that I have. I don't want to get rid of them. But,
I don't know because like the mindset to me is like if you play search and the whole other 5
Yep.
are using MP5s and M4s,
Yep.
why the hell am I going to use a kilo?
Yeah.
It's
But
not as good of a gun.
Here's a good question for you. Just poke at it a little bit. So when you're playing paintball
Totally different.
and
Not a
half
video
the
game.
side is using Titmans
Not a video game.
and half side is using I don't know
Anything else?
anything else, why did you choose the gun you have?
It's totally different. It's,
It's
not
what's available.
No,
if you
no.
make do with
You
what
can't-
you have.
You can't compare because Call of Duty is broken and there's 3 guns that people use, and if you don't use that gun, then you're cool.
I hate M4s, by the way.
So do I, but I
Every
know it's the
time I
best
get
gun in
killed-
the game.
if every
I know it's the
time I
best gun
get
in the game, so
killed-
that's why I don't use it.
I use it, but every time I get killed by one, I literally just want to shut the game off.
Yeah, no, 100%. No, I agree with that, but everybody, what else are you gonna do?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna like if I'm in pubs, right? Not in Warzone. If I'm just running regular multiplayer, I don't
Yeah.
run the OP weapons
Yeah.
because I don't have to. Because I don't like
Yeah.
I don't need that crutch. So I use my ego to be like, okay, you want to use an MP5? I'll beat you with a Vector.
Yeah.
I'll beat you with a PP.
I don't have an MP5 class still,
Such a fun gun to use.
but I'm happy that I don't because I still do well without it.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
Like
though.
M13, I'm better with. And I will beat you with it probably.
Not an SMG, but yeah, I get you. I know what you mean.
But no, I know what you. I know it's an SMG,
Yeah.
and I like that about it.
Right.
Like,
No,
you know,
I
and
mean,
there's
I
pros and
agree. I like
But
that. That's
what
why I
I-
like COD because you can use different guns. But in Warzone, when guns are broken and when you die, you die.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm going to use the best guns in the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like in
I'm
certain,
just saying. I'm just saying. Like right off the rip, a minute into the game, I don't need the best guns in the game. I don't.
No, I need it. I need to win one fight.
Mm-hmm. And that's I think that's what I'm trying to say with my mindset shift. Is like in the first fight, I don't need my loadout.
Well, no, because I
But
can't
by
get anywhere.
circle 2, definitely 3, you need the loadout. You need it.
Yeah.
But in the first circle, I disagree. You don't need it. And I think it's just that change of like because I would literally when I would play, and it's the thing of why I was getting bored with the game, is I would loot for money to get a loadout to use the same gun and walk around for fucking 20 minutes to see one teammate get killed. Whereas off the rip, drop a little more hotter, pick up an M13 or MP7, something up, PP, any gun on the ground. Fucking, I got carbine kills on Warzone yesterday because it's just you
No, I
take
mean, I'm
what
a
you
big
got.
proprietor of dropping a little hotter, so you're not having to cover the entire
Yeah,
length. Like you can get if you're in trios, you can get the other 3 to loot the entire building, and then you kill them.
Yep.
And take all the money, and then go buy loadouts.
Yep.
I don't know. It's a game to get loadouts. I don't know why Call of Duty keeps making it harder
I
to get
think
loadouts.
maybe in the mindset of things, I like getting the naturally spawned loadouts more.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
It is smarter to wait for them.
Yep.
But if you get 10 grand off the rip, like if you drop like Superstore
Yeah.
and you wipe Superstore,
Now, if you wipe Super
you
Score,
have money.
I think that's different than if you're just looting for money, though.
I agree. No, I know.
I don't like looting for money than spending it all on a loadout. I think that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
But anyway, Warzone's been more fun. I'll admit it. On the Kevin and Shawn Show, episode 21. Steven, keep playing with us, man. I'll keep inviting you. It's been a lot of fun. Keller, Apex, you're a god, man. You're a rising
Real
star.
solid player.
And this has been episode 21 of the books. Anything you want to add before we close it out?
Follow us on Instagram.
Yeah.
Like the video. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Or follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor. Love Anchor.
Anchor, great sponsor.
Leave a comment. Leave a review. You know the drill. This is
Support us
episode
if you want.
21.
In your ears.
You know what it is. See you guys.